Hare Krishna, good morning and welcome all of you all for this Sunday morning session. So as you all will be knowing that we have started with this new series of sessions. This week we'll be talking about do you get what you deserve, and the second week we'll be discussing about horoscope. Yes, how to change your horoscope with Bhagavad Gita. So don't worry, you can be ready for some interesting things for a couple of weeks. So with this note, on a new year we start with this, and I'd like to start screen sharing first. You have to enable me to screen share, Jigar Prabhu. Jigar Prabhu, you have to enable me to screen share.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
You could try it now, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Thank you. So it's like, do you get what we deserve? So to understand this, let's go to a definition or the meaning of the word. What does the word deserve actually mean? It means to earn something, either good or bad, because of something what you have done, right? I deserve it. When you use the word deserve, when you use the English language, the language says deserve means you have done something. It may be good, it may be bad. Sometimes say you deserve it. कब किसी के साथ बुरा होता है, we say, hey, अच्छा हुआ, deserve it. And sometimes it goes nice, then we say, I deserve it. I've done such nice things, so I deserve it. So when you take the literal meaning, when it works out the meaning, you can find out that it is something which you are earning. You've earned it. That's why you say you deserve it. So let's see what you deserve. You have done anything big or good work to deserve anything big? If you ask this question to yourself, there are two possible answers. If your answer is no, then there is nothing you deserve. And if it is yes, then the biggest question is the work done as per the Shastra or as per the scriptures? If this is not being understood, then I'm telling you, people generally say, I have done such nice things, but still I'm suffering something bad. So to understand this, how I deserve and all, let me share a small story to you. The story goes like this. Once 3 children were taught in the school that you have to be very helpful. आप किसी भी रास्ते में किसी को भी आपने किसी अंधे को देखा तो रास्ता क्रॉस कराना है. And next day the 3 children were late to school by an hour. So the principal was called, the children were late, so they were fired, and the principal asked, why are you late? Why are you late by an hour? The children said, see, sir, you only told us that we should cross the road. जब कोई अंधा आदमी दिखे रोड को क्रॉस कराना है. They said, okay, but why 3 people were required? One of you are crossed the road. Yes, only I crossed the lady. We saw an old lady, she was blind, and we crossed the road. And what were the other person doing? Okay, were you carrying her bag or luggage? That's why you stayed back with that boy? Yeah, I was carrying that boy. In fact, I was not carrying that boy. Even the third person was required. Why? We were lifting that lady and crossing the road. I said, wow, lifting her. So nice people were. Was she very old? No, she was not very old. But the blind lady was shouting, I don't want to cross the road. I don't want to cross the road. But we 3 forcefully lifted her and crossed her the road. So then you will say, no, sir, don't I deserve a pet for it? And sir, the principal fired the children badly. So sometimes our activities are also like that. Our activities are so foolish, so mundane, that we'll end up doing something else when we are supposed to do something very important. For example, there's a small nice story. Once a father and son went to a fair, a mela. And the father and son the son was enjoying the mela for a long time. After some time, he got separated from his father. So anyhow, he was not worried. He was enjoying the giant wheel and popcorns and smell of the popcorns and everything. But after some time, he started feeling hungry. He started crying. So immediately, one old person was going by. He saw this young child crying. He asked him, "What happened? Why are you crying?" Of course, the child was too small to express everything correctly, but he just said, I'm hungry." So that old man said, "Okay, I'll buy you some food stuff to eat." So bought him some food stuff, some sweet meats, and the child ate that. After eating it, the child was relaxed, cooled down. And again, the child started enjoying the fair, the Mela. And after some time, the child again started crying. And this time, it was already dark. So it was getting chilly and cold. So another nice gentleman, he came. "Arey, why are you crying, my dear child?" "Yeah, I'm crying because it's quite cold and chilly." Immediately he bought some warm clothes for the child. After some time, the child was relaxed, and again sometime it was late night. Nobody was there to take the child home back. So a few people over there, they took the child, made a small bedding for him, made him lie down. And somewhere in the middle of the night, the child started crying again. They came and checked out, and they found out that the child was having fever. So again, someone went and bought some medicines and gave it to the child. The child then slept the night peacefully. Then early next day morning, the child again started crying because he was hungry again. But suddenly one person popped in that area, and he saw the child and he said, "Arey, this child is my friend's child. I know this child's father." So he went and called up his father. His father came. He picked up the child and he went back. Now I would like to ask the newcomer especially, who is the best person out of all these? One who bought him food, one who bought him warm clothes, one who gave him a bedding to sleep, one who bought him medicines, or the fifth one, the one who took him back to his father. So yes, here would like to answer this. Whom do you think is the best person of the lot? Yes, come on, lads. I don't want a pin drop silence. Ripan, Biswas, Mr. Biswas. Yes, who raised the hand? Kiran Kumar, and who else had raised the hand? Apekshit. Okay, Apekshit, you're there with me. Okay, Kiran Kumar, tell me. Who was the best person? The one who bought him food, one who bought him clothes, one who bought him medicines, one who gave him a bedding. Who was the best person? Please unmute and speak. I think you're not able to unmute. Jigar, just see to that. Kiran Kumar is unmuted.
Prabhuji, the option is already enabled to unmute.
Unmute, no? So Kiran Kumar, just unmute yourself and speak. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just tell me. Who's the best person
The
according to you?
person who basically the other three persons also did good thing, but the person who helped him last, who solved the issue with the child.
So he is the best.
Yeah.
But other people also gave him food, medicine, bedding, warm clothes, such nice things they did.
They would have done much more by doing inquiry about the child's father, who is he, why he's alone here.
Okay, very nice. Okay, here, what would you like to say for this? Who's the best person?
I would agree with Kiran Kumar ji that the fifth person, although the other three people were also doing a good work and they were also helping the child, I think the fifth person found the child back to his home.
But if you see on the material platform, कि बाकी लोगों ने कितना बढ़िया काम किया, खाना लेके दिया.
That is true, Prabhuji, but here that is why I'm confused, because the other people were also strangers to the child and they still helped him.
And even this fellow is a stranger. for the child. He only
Yeah.
knew his connection with his father. That's all.
Right.
So yes, Rita Kishore Mataji, बोलिए. Rita Mataji बोलिए. Unmute कीजिए. Yes, Rita Mataji. She's not able to unmute, I suppose. Okay, okay. No problem. Namrata Mataji next time. So you have to understand, we all agree to one answer. I think more or less, I think in the whole crowd, कोई इस crowd में है जो बोल रहा है नहीं नहीं, it was other than the last person. Is there anyone who wants to say no? The one who bought the medicine, one who bought the food, one who bought the clothing. Is there anyone who wants to say that? I think unanimously everyone agrees that the last person was the best person. अरे कम से कम मुंडी तो हिलाओ, मुझे कम से कम पता तो चले आप लोग अग्री कर रहे हो या नहीं कर रहे. Shake your head, I'll come to know. So we have to understand, generally people in this material world are busy doing these type of activities: feeding the poor, buying medicines for the poor, providing some shelter for the poor, running some orphanages, running some charity hospitals. Good. They are good. They are not bad. They are required also. They are very much required. But what our Shastra says, let us go one step ahead and try to find out what is the actual you and actual help required for that person. These helps only give a temporary relief to that person. By feeding someone, it's one time, meal is given, one time your stomach is full, but after 6 or 8 hours, again you are hungry. So is it solving the problem completely? No. They are like painkillers. They are like painkillers. Painkillers are not treatment. Painkiller can, just temporarily give you some relief of the pain, but higher knowledge is how to solve the problem fully, or rather treat the patient. If you go to the doctor and with a chronic disease and the doctor just gives you a painkiller and you are happy, Doctor Saab, dard chala gaya. But what's the use? You are not being treated. After 6 or 8 hours, the pain will again bounce back. So with that attitude, if we understand this whole seminar, I think it will make a lot of understanding to all of you. So continuing with the screen sharing. Okay. When does the word deserve enter your mind? When things happen as per your expectation, or something happens not as per your expectation? I think unanimously, what will be the answer? 1 or 2? Just type 1 or 2. At least tell me, at least somebody unmute and speak 2. Everyone says 2. Okay, Rita Kishore Mata is saying 2. Who wants to say 2? Who wants to say 1? How many of you remember, Lord, when you are in problem, you expect, you complain that, I have not got as per my expectation. I think everyone agrees that जब अपने हिसाब से काम नहीं होता है, we say 2. Only 2. Second possibility is a bigger possibility. First में कई बार हो गया, if happens as per your expectation, you say I deserve it. Suppose you get a promotion, suppose you get a nice increment in your salary or a nice jump in your business, you say I worked for it, that's why I am getting it. I deserve it. But it's the same thing when it doesn't happen as per your expectation, then the blame comes. I have not got as per my expectation. So this word deserve is a very subjective matter. So now let's go into a little higher understanding. Does the words desire and deserve mean the same? कई बार हम लोग बोलते हैं ना, desire and deserve. हम लोग confused हैं. Are you desiring it or are you deserving it? कई बार बोलता है, अरे पड़ोसी को आपने अरे इतना बड़ा मर्सिडीज गाड़ी दे दिया, मुझे नहीं दिया. So ये तो आपका desire हुआ. Then how can you blame God or anybody, or for that instance anyone, saying that I have not got what I deserve? You have to understand this difference. What is the difference between desire and deserve. If this distinction is not there between desire and deserve, we are confused. And that is where the problem starts. The word deserve changes its reference from the type of person and the age of the person. To understand this much better, I'll tell a small example. If there is a small kid, what is the child's desire? Might be some chocolates, so some sweetmeats or something. I'm talking of a real small kid, not the modern days kids are interested in gadgets and all that stuff. But taking to the olden type days, generally children are afraid to chocolates and some sweetmeats and all that. So if some elderly person is there, you go and offer him some chocolates, is he going to be happy with that? Is his requirements going to be enough with that? He will say, what, you give me chocolates, give me food, nice, give me some nice rasgulla and nice sandesh and all that stuff. So with respect to age, with respect to gender, with respect to person, it varies. It's always said in English, one man's meat is another man's poison. So if you go to, might be a person who is like, who loves Karela, another person doesn't love Karela. So if they go to a restaurant and that day menu is having Karela, the one person will say it's horrible, and the other person says, wow, what a good luck, today I got Karela. So the bottom line is, we are confused between these two words, desire and deserve. If we know this, then we will be saved. So finally, we start misunderstanding our desires and start saying we deserve it. What is always changing, that is the desires, can it ever be achieved? आपकी इच्छाएं कभी आप पूरी तरह से एंड पा सकते हो क्या? And a simple formula, please remember this lifelong. बोलते हैं ना, तावीज बना के गले में बांध लेना इस चीज को. Whenever there is expectation, expectation will lead to sadness. This is a grand thumb rule of life. Expectation from anybody, from any quarter, will lead to sadness because expectations have no end. A husband may have very high expectations from his wife. The wife may have very high expectations from her husband. And however expectations one may have, expectations can never be full because the standard of expectation keeps on increasing. If someone gives you a 50,000 rupee salary job, then your expectation goes to 75,000. When you get a 75,000, your expectation goes to 1 lakh. And when you get 1 lakh, your expectation goes to 2 lakhs. So expectation is a seed of sadness. Now let's say a theater which can have a drama as well as screen. What happens over there? To watch a drama, we want the front rows, but in a movie, we want the last rows. Correct? Last rows is costliest in a movie, and costliest seats are in that for a drama is the front row. So different goals in the same place. जगह वही है, जगह change नहीं हुआ है, but how come our goals change? When it is a movie, we want the last seat, and when it is a drama, we want the front rows. And it is the same theater. So we have to understand what is your goal of life. So here I would like to have some interaction with some few people. First and foremost, I would like to have Heer giving me an answer. Heer, can you unmute yourself? Tell me, what is your goal of life?
I think I have many goals in life.
Oh, many goals. That's great.
Yeah, to begin with, my first goal is just to be at peace with myself.
Okay.
And
what makes you unrest with yourself?
Nothing does as of now, but when I introspect, I do
But-
know, I am aware of a few things that I do which are wrong for me,
Mhm.
which is what I want to correct about myself.
Okay, fine. And what about acha, then what is the next goal after that? I want only a few two goals, huh? Not all your goals. I want only about two of your goals.
My second goal is to just write my scripts around.
Yeah.
If you ask me
Hmm.
only for this year, then I do want to write at least 5 to 8 scripts this year.
Very good. So what is your job?
I am a writer.
So that's
and
your
I
job,
also-
right? Right? Writing scripts is your job, right?
Yeah.
Then
And
how
my
can you
love.
say that is your goal? Then how can you say that is your goal of your life? You're getting paid for it. You'll get paid for it, right?
I will.
Then
But-
how can you call it? I mean, all those who are going to office or working, I can't say, satisfying my boss is the goal of my life, because he's the most
Of course.
unsatisfied person in this world. If there is anyone who can be, okay, who's the most unsatisfied person is the boss. Okay, no, any very nice answer. Yes, Kiran Kumar, what is your goal of life? Hey, why you all slowly everyone has switched off their videos, huh? Want to sleep, I suppose. Sleep mode pe jaage sab log. Yes, tell me. Kiran Kumar, unmute
Yeah,
yourself and speak. Yeah, tell me, what is your goal of life?
So basically, like a human being, I have many short goals in my life.
Ah.
Short-term goals, but as a
Two.
long-term,
Two short term.
I can say one only,
one
which
short
is the
term and one
long-term
long
one.
term. What is the long term one?
Yeah, one short-term is like I would like to be a good family man,
Okay.
as a good father, good son,
Acha.
and yeah, a good husband and all. But
Hmm.
in a short term, I always think there is a something in my mind. I don't know how I would like to realize that.
Okay.
How I would be able to realize that, but how I born, I would be like to the same.
Okay.
My
Very good.
mind should be like that
Very good.
in my
Very
ends.
nice. Very nice. Yes, Suruchi Mataji, I would like
Yeah.
to have your goal of life. Unmute yourself, Suruchi.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, I think we get confused between goal and aim. And there we have many aims in life, but I think a goal is limited, and it has got a very broad perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And my goal is to be at peace, actually, to be
Okay.
satisfied with myself and with others.
Okay. So if your goals are satisfied, only this will get satisfied, no?
Yeah. I mean,
No
I've
problem.
seen my aims,
No
they got
problem.
changed with time. Yeah.
These are common answers which I always receive. Arey, Ragini Mataji is
Yeah.
there. Yes, Ragini Mataji, where are you? Hare Krishna. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. So seeing you after a long time again, huh? 1-to-1.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thanks to Corona. So yes, Mataji, what's your goal of life?
Prabhuji, finally getting Krishna.
Finally
फिलहाल
getting Krishna. Finally, मतलब पहले उसके पहले कुछ है ना, वो बताइए ना पहले. Finally
प्रभु जी,
बात की बात है.
अभी थोड़ी सी भक्ति आई है, so I am aiming कि भगवान से मांगते हूँ भगवान भक्ति थोड़ी बढ़ जाए. झूठ नहीं बोलना चाहिए प्रभु जी, सच बोलना चाहिए.
नहीं, अच्छी बात है. I really appreciate your frankness and your truthfulness. So yes, what you're saying is all a big confusion, that we are confused between what is a priority and what is a goal. We are all
Prabhuji,
confused in this. Yeah.
Rita Mataji wanted to say
Yeah,
something.
yeah. Please, Rita Mataji, please unmute yourself, Mataji. Please speak.
प्रभु जी,
Yes, Mataji.
पहले मेरा गोल ये था, when I
Hmm.
had joined the group,
Hmm.
उस समय मेरा गोल ये था कि मैं अपनी सारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज पूरी कर चुकी हूँ, बच्चे सेटल हो गए हैं और अब मुझे कृष्णा भक्ति में खो जाना है, बस सिर्फ वही मेरा गोल था और उसी एंथुजियाज्म से मैं इस ग्रुप में भी जुड़ गई थी.
Very good.
But what happened in April, you are aware.
Yes.
तो अब अब मेरा एम ये हो गया कि मुझे ये छोटे छोटे बच्चों को पालना है, इसलिए मुझे जिंदा भी रहना है और इसलिए इनको लाइन पे लगाने के लिए मैं एफर्ट करने में बहुत ज्यादा टाइम लग जाता है। तो 16 राउंड्स तो मैं जरूर करती हूँ पूरे, वो तो चाहे मैं रात में 11 बजे भी पूरे करूँ, होता मैं करती हूँ।
वेरी गुड।
और रोज नहा के पूजा करती हूँ और थोड़ा सा प्रसाद चढ़ाती हूँ। बाकी कई चीजें मेरी अब नहीं हो पाती हैं।
ठीक है, नो बात, कोई बात नहीं है, कोई बात नहीं है माता जी, बट
कृष्णा जी को भूली नहीं हूँ, मैं हर समय याद करती हूँ।
बिल्कुल
लेकिन
अच्छी
जितने
बात है।
डिवोटेड होनी चाहते, पहले जैसे डिवोटेड सी हो गई थी कि हर टाइम वही करूँ, उसमें अब मुझे लगता है मेरी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज पहले आ गई है कि ये बच्चों को पालूं थोड़ा।
याद रखना माता जी, जब भी आप कोई चीज पाने के चक्कर में रहते हो ना, तो भगवान आपको टेस्ट जरूर करेंगे कि भाई
हाँ, हो
ये
सकता है।
वाकई में करना चाहता है या सिर्फ बातों में बोल रहा है। सो डोंट वरी, वी आर इन द राइट पाथ, यू आर परफेक्टली इन द राइट पाथ, यू डोंट हैव टू
मतलब मैं ये
वरी।
सोचती हूँ कि मुझे मेरी अब रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज जो हैं वो भी कृष्णा जी ने दी हैं, तो
यस
मुझे ये
यस
रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज छोटे छोटे बच्चों को बड़ा करना है, वो करके फिर मैं भक्ति में लगी रहती
yes, very nice, very nice, you're doing what you're doing is correct and what you're saying is also correct, I agree with you. It's very nice,
हूँ। हरे
Mataji.
कृष्णा, हरे
Hare
कृष्णा।
Krishna. So coming to this point, what is goal and what is a priority, इन चीजों को आप जरा समझना। अगर किसी बच्चे को जाके पूछूं बेटा आज तुम्हारा गोल क्या है, तो बोलेगा बस किसी भी तरह एसएससी पास हो जाऊं, माँ बाप का अत्याचार बहुत हो गया, पढ़ो पढ़ो बोल रहे हैं, दुनिया भर का क्लासेस लगा के रखें। बस जैसे वो बच्चा एसएससी पास करता है, देन इज गोल इज नेक्स्ट गोल कम्स इज 12th स्टैंडर्ड। 12th स्टैंडर्ड पास करते ही कॉलेज जाता है, इंजीनियरिंग करेगा, जो भी करेगा, उसमें अभी 2 गोल हो गया, अभी कुछ करियर बनाना है, फिर बॉयफ्रेंड गर्लफ्रेंड पटाना है, तो वो भी गोल हो जाता है ना आजकल। देन आफ्टर दैट he gets a job. Then after that you ask him, you got a job, now is your goal achieved? No, he says no, I want a family. So he gets married, settles up his children and starts busy in setting them up. So then if you ask him, your goal is achieved, now you got married, you got your children, now what do you desire? I desire is next, desire is this. तो हम लोग अक्सर हमारी गोल्स को भी कंफ्यूज्ड हालत में रहते हैं। वी आर जस्ट डिजायरिंग थिंग्स, वी आर हैविंग प्रायोरिटी। जैसे अभी मैंने एग्जांपल दिया, जस्ट नाउ ही टोल्ड प्रभु जी आई वांट दिस वन, आई वांट टू हैव पीस विद माय सेल्फ। सेकंड इज आई वांट टू राइट सम वेरी नाइस स्क्रिप्ट्स। ओके, आपने लिख दिया 10 स्क्रिप्ट, नॉट फ्यू, मैं 100 स्क्रिप्ट्स आपने लिख दिया, you become a very famous writer, then what? Then no, I want to get married. Okay, fine. Then when you get married, then what are you going to do? No, Prabhuji, I want to have a nice family life. Okay, fine. So we are confused between two things, goal and priorities. Goal is something different, priorities is something different. And first and foremost, there is only one goal of life. There can't be many goals. There can be only one goal. Priorities भले 1000 हो सकते हैं। जैसे आप ऑफिस में काम कर रहे हो तो बॉस को सेटिस्फाई करना, बॉस ने जो काम दिया वो कंप्लीट करना एक प्रायोरिटी है। उसमें भी वेरियस प्रायोरिटीज, ये आज का खत्म करना है, ये कल परसों खत्म करना है मुझे। Vice versa, when you come to the home, children are shouting, "Mommy, give me food." So as a lady, you have to prepare food and give them. So then your priority is cooking. Oh, that's just temporary. वापस कल सुबह वापस यही झंझट है, breakfast again बनाना है. So let's not get confused between goals of life, right? Goal of life and priorities of life. हम लोग अक्सर उसी चक्कर में हम लोग फंस जाते हैं, and that is what is leads to a disaster or confusion, and that is why we are not able to get it. As I always say, graduate, college, becoming graduate college, then having a decent job, then pay my parents back their sacrifices they have made, save a lot of money, travel around the world with family and friends, then help the less fortunate. That is also some people say, नहीं प्रभु जी मुझे आज बहुत पैसे कमाना है, गरीबों को बांटना है, I want to buy medicines, food, clothing for the poor, and then finally, if God plans, I'll get married, this and that. So here I would like to share a small story. Once there was a seminar of ants. चींटियों का सेमिनार चल रहा था. And what was the specialty of the seminar of ants? Every ant was given a chance to speak. So first beautiful catwalk doing ant came, and the ant said, I want to become Miss Universe ant. The second ant came, I want to become the fastest sprinter of the sprinting ant in this world. Third ant kept and said, I want to become the best actor in this world. The fourth one said, I want to become the best bodybuilder ant in this world. One said, I want to become a hero. One I said, I want to become an astronaut. One said, I want to become a doctor, pilot, this and that. So finally, one ant came, and they asked the ant, what is your goal of life? And that ant said, I don't want to be an ant. What did the ant say? I don't want to be an ant. That is the real understanding or having real intelligence. He wanted to be something different. I want to be a bird. Why should I be an ant lifelong? I want to get freed from this ant's life. Some very famous movie, na? What a bug's life is this. So that's how one has to become a more smarter and intelligent by getting out of this same boredom lifestyle. That's what you people are giving a nice word nowadays as I want to be at peace with myself. I want to have some retrospective thinking with myself. Actually, that is a little confusion which needs to be cleared. The process of thinking is very correct, very right. But all it needs is a little tuning to that process. Of course, we'll be understanding that in a more detailed manner as we go ahead. So my next question to you is, are you happy? And if you say you are happy, I think most of you are happy, right? कोई है दुखी है कोई? अगर सब लोग happy, then do what makes you happy again and again. ज्यादा करते रहो. उसी में तो गम ज्यादा है, दुख ज्यादा है ना? Because we don't have the satisfaction level. How many of you all are from the commerce background? Anyone can raise your hand who is from the commerce background? Okay, Amrita Bhatia. What else? और कौन है? बस एक ही कॉमर्स स्टूडेंट मेरे क्लास में. माय गॉड. Anirudh, okay, sir. Karuna Ahuja is there. Gauri Gupta is there. Very nice. So you all must be knowing the law of diminishing returns. पता है या बस कॉलेज पास हो गया, ऑनलाइन सर्टिफिकेट ले लिया, बस बाय बाय? कितने लोगों को याद है? नम्रता माता जी, आपको याद है लॉ ऑफ डिमिनिशिंग रिटर्न्स? हाउ करुणा Ahuja says. So माता जी प्लीज एक्सप्लेन. चलो, सीए होने का कुछ फायदा तो होना चाहिए हमको. बोलिए, अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ एंड स्पीक.
Law of diminishing marginal utility law is when you have more of something, you in the number it goes on increasing, but the utility, the satisfaction what you get will go on diminishing. So it is known as law of diminishing marginal utility. For example, suppose you drink a glass of water. First glass, if you're very, very thirsty, the first glass will give you a lot of satisfaction. The second glass, when you drink, though you drank the full glass, but the satisfaction what you got from the first glass compared to the second glass will be less. So it goes on diminishing. That is known as law of diminishing marginal utility.
माता जी, इतने कॉमर्स स्टूडेंट हैं इस इंडिया में, भरे पड़े हैं. 31 दिसंबर को पानी के जगह पे शराब पी रहे हैं. समझ में क्यों नहीं आया? Am I making sense, माता जी?
But after certain time, even if they drink more of drinks, it becomes negative. Then they start vomiting. They start the satisfaction will not get.
But people are like pigs, right? They want to be in the same gutter. This applies not just for water. If I give you a rasgulla, you like the first rasgulla, the second rasgulla, you'll say, yes, Prabhuji, very nice. Third one, yeah, Prabhuji, one more will do. I love rasgullas. But the 4th, 5th, 6th, and the 7th rasgulla, if I pop it in your mouth, you say, Prabhuji, one more and I vomit for sure. So what was giving you happiness in the beginning was giving you trouble in the end. So how come we are trying to do the same thing again and again and again to gain some happiness? And you know, the best part of it is, once there was an old lady. She was searching something outside her house. So a young boy was passing by. He saw, yes, Maji, what are you searching for? Maji said, I'm searching for my kan ka bali, my kan ki bali. My earring has fallen down. I'm searching for that. So he said, fine. So should I help you? The lady said, old lady said, please help me. So she started searching. They both started searching here and there, started searching. And after searching for a long time, the boy asked, by the way, grandmother, tell me, where did you drop your earring? Was it inside the courtyard? Was it inside your house? Was it in your bedroom or the living room? Where did you drop it? They were searching in the lawn, okay. So he said, no, beta, I don't know where I dropped it. Yeah, now I remember. 2 months before, I'd gone to Delhi. वहां पे मैं कुतुब मीनार देखने गई थी और वहां पे ये कान की बाली गिर गई थी. I lost it when I'd gone to Delhi 2 months before, near Qutub Minar. This boy became very angry. How dumb you are, grandma. You lost it 2 months before, that too in Delhi near Qutub Minar, and here in Mumbai you are searching. How foolish, how ridiculous. It sounds funny, right? It sounds like a joke. But the fact is, are we not doing the same thing? Where did we lose our happiness for which we are searching here and there? Every week we want to go to the mall. Every week we want to go to the cinema hall. Every week we want to go to some recreation center or some resort. Some people want to drink every week. Some people want to waste their time doing something foolish again and again and again. Have you lost your happiness in the cinema hall? Did you lose your happiness in the resort? Did you lose your happiness in the mall? If the answer is no, then what is the use of going again and again and searching it in the same place? Am I making sense or not? We are searching this thing. If we have lost it over there, then it makes sense. अगर हमने अपनी सामान वहां घुमाई है तो वहां ढूंढने में मतलब है. बस उस बुढ़िया में और हम में अंतर क्या है? What's the difference between the old lady and us? We are doing the same thing. The lady was searching in Mumbai when she lost it in Delhi, and we don't know where we lost our happiness. And still we are searching here and there. So that is the first thing we have to change our outlook towards life. So, before you understand, so many aspects of Shastra, let's understand the basic things. And what happens? We try to doing the same thing again and again so that we can get happiness, but we don't get happiness. What we get is stress. We work hard and hard round the clock, but the results only in hard labor. The worst thing is, in the end, there is no lasting happiness. So let us understand what is stress. What is stress? Who can, I want the young generation to give me an understanding of stress. Yes, Abhishek, what do you think? What is stress? Yes, unmute yourself and speak.
If suppose I am planning to do something and I have planned all the activities which will give my which will help in achieving my goal, and if suppose the plan activities don't go as per my plan, so I become stressed.
Okay. If it doesn't go as per your plan, you get stress. Fine, that's great. That's one of the way of understanding stress in the modern way, but that is not the real understanding, to be honest. Who else can give an answer to this? Let me see if who's a smart person who can give an answer to this. What is stress?
Stress means it's a difference between the expectation and achievement. What
Expectation and achievement. Okay.
If you're not able to achieve this one, there is a difference. There will always be stretch.
Okay, so I mean, how can you put that word stress? Because you are expecting, let's say you are expecting to marry some heroine and you married some ordinary girl who's not as good as a heroine. So you get stressed for that, or what?
Yeah, every time you're expecting this thing, I have to achieve it.
Which आज तक कौन सा expectation आपका achieve हुआ है?
So a lot of
except for a few.
Definitely.
But that's why the old saying is there, na, man proposes, God disposes.
Prabhuji, can I say something?
Yeah, please.
For me, stress is anticipating negative outcomes.
Negative.
I get stress. Yeah,
fear of negative things.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
for
great.
me. Yeah.
Okay, that gives you stress. That means you are a fearful person. You are not a stressful person. What is stress as per science? I'll explain. You are a science student, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was expecting a better answer from you. Okay. Anybody else? Dr. Saab is there by any chance? Is Dr. Parikh there? I can't see. No.
Prabhuji, can I reply?
Yes, please.
Prabhuji, when we run behind materialistic things and we don't get the desired output, we get stressed.
That is माता जी, वो तो दुखी आत्मा का काम है, हमेशा रोते रहते, हाय ये नहीं मिला, वो नहीं मिला, हाय तौबा करना थोड़ी स्ट्रेस है. That is not stress. Okay, Kiran, what do you think? What is stress? Have you ever got stress?
I don't have thoughts about stress.
I'd get you.
I don't have thoughts about stress, basically.
Ajay, you know, thought about stress. Okay, now Ragini. So, okay, Ragini Mataji will put some light on this matter.
Prabhuji, sometimes things don't happen the way we wish to. We desire the
sometimes
things.
Yeah, most of the times.
So that's why it gives stress.
That is not stress. Technically speaking, that is not stress. We didn't know what is stress, and that's why we have termed it as stress. We don't know how to handle the situation, and that's why we call this a stress, but it's not. That is not the actual definition of stress. Okay, let's understand what is stress first, the technical way. Pehle cheez. How many of you all are thinking that, stress is a disease like corona, which can come from outside, जो काढ़ा वाड़ा पीने से चला जाएगा, वैक्सीन लेने से चला जाएगा, जिसकी कोई मार्केट में गोलियां अवेलेबल है, स्ट्रेस के लिए by any chance you having some medicines for stress. All doctors give a sedative. Okay, what doctors give you is only sedatives, make you sleep. So that is not actual medicines. Secondly, stress is, I'll put the screen sharing so that you can understand it when you see the screen simultaneously. Okay. Each era has a characteristic disease. Like there was an era of polio, plague, smallpox, एक जमाना था ये सब बीमारियों का. तो आज का प्रेजेंट बीमारी है stress. Other disease, we have medicines, but for stress, we don't have any medicines. Stress has no biological structure, or it doesn't breed in some sewer or drain. For example, malaria ka kitanu, okay, when an Anopheles mosquito bites you, you get malaria. When some amoebic infection goes into your stomach, you get dysentery, diarrhea. Some organism, you get corona in your lungs and your lungs gets pneumonia. So all these are some external infection going in, but there is no external infection goes in case of stress. It's like a car in the neutral gear with the full acceleration on. And to understand this, I'll tell you the details, don't worry. Suppressing stress can lead to heart attack, depression, suicidal tendencies, drugs, alcohol, and at times it can create new set of problems for you also. So do you deserve all this? That's the biggest question. So is stress ko samajhne ke liye, there is one nice understanding. The mechanism of how stress is triggered. Flight or fight mode. Okay, I'll stop the screen sharing first so that you can understand this much better. Flight or fight mode. What is that? Suppose a deer is there. It's eating grass. Suddenly a lion comes nearby. And the lion comes and the deer sees the lion. क्या होता है? Stress आता है. And how does the stress actually activated? The body secretes juice called adrenaline. And this, what is the job of this adrenaline? It increases your blood pressure, it increases your blood circulation, heartbeat also. So your oxygen supply to all the body is maximum. And once this adrenaline comes in, there are two modes which switch on, either fight or flight, means run away. So the deer chooses the second option. It starts running, sprinting, because immediately the blood pressure has gone up, the heart is pumping fast, the oxygen supply is most, it sprints and it gets out of the clutches of the lion. So once it gets out of the clutches of the lion, it relaxes. So what has happened? Adrenaline was released and it was burnt out. Second example, let's take a human example. A lady is traveling in the train. Suddenly a thief comes and shows a knife at her. Immediately, stress begins. Adrenaline is released. Your blood pressure increases, your heartbeat increases. And then immediately, two modes switch on, fight or flight. And let's say here, the lady decides to fight. Should immediately takes her umbrella in her hand or whatever thing she is having in her hand and beats it on the thief's head and starts shouting and yelling. And then there's a little scuffle and then some few people come and somehow they are able to overpower it, or the thief runs away and the adrenaline is burnt out or used out. Up till this point, is it clear to everyone? So adrenaline is released whenever there is a untoward situation and immediately this whole thing reduces. But now let's go to the other understanding. Apekshit has been appointed as, Apekshit was working as a manager, like let's say, example, Apekshit, I hope you don't mind volunteering to be an example. Normal person having a nice 9-to-5 job. After 5, he's romancing with his wife. I can't use the word girlfriend now. Romancing with his wife and moving around, and then has a peaceful dinner and goes to sleep. But suddenly one fine day, his boss calls him and tells him, now you are the area manager. Okay, fine. That's a big promotion. He takes up this post, takes up a big post, and he's having a chauffeur-driven car, his things, everything is there. And of that post, then he is given, this year's sale target is, last year was 5 crores. This year you're going to do is 10 crores. So immediately adrenaline is released in your body also. But can you flight? Can you take a flight or can you take a fight? What can you do? Both are not possible, right? You can't neither fight or you can neither fly. You can't say, okay, hell with your job, I'm going, bye-bye. You can't say that. So then your body adrenaline level is at the same, released, but not neutralized. Adrenaline level has been increased, but it has not been neutralized. Then within 3 months, there's a big wave of corona and the sales drops down by further 25%. So as it is, the target was given something higher. Now the situation seems that you won't be able to get that basic target also. So again, adrenaline is released, but nothing is you can do about it. You can't burn it out. And finally, the boss shows his true colors and he puts more pressure on you. Either you do it or I throw you to as a marketing head in Andaman Nicobar. I'll put you in some exile mode. So every time your targets have increased, other things have increased, but you are not able to handle the situation. But you can't do anything about it. This is what is called as stress, where the adrenaline is not being consumed. And what is happening when it is not being consumed? It starts eating you. Slowly it starts eating you. कहीं ना कहीं आपको खा रहा है वो. Slowly. Because it has not been burnt out. Then it leads to blood pressure, hypertension, blood sugar, series of diseases. And one is the brother of the other. It's like that. This is what is actual stress. Please, all of you understand, this is actual mechanism of stress. Many people get confused with this mechanism of stress. Hey, what is stress? Nothing great about it. No, it's something very great about it. And that is, what is the great about it? Okay, it cannot be suppressed. Sorry. It cannot be suppressed. And there is no way by which the body can return to normalcy. So to break this vicious cycle of stress, there are two ways. There is an increase in stress. The body is troubled and the mind is troubled. Both are troubled. The body is also troubled and the mind is also troubled. And the best part is some people come and tell me, sir, this is positive stress. What is positive stress and what is negative stress? Anyway, both are going to give you distress only. What is positive stress? No, sir, I have to give some stress to my son. If I don't put the pressure on, he will not get 95% and come from with flying colors. If I don't put pressure on my wife, she will not cook well. If a wife says, if I don't put pressure on my husband, he will not get me my diamond necklace. So these are not positive stress. Stress is always a stress. There is nothing called positive stress. And both stress will give you only distress. So just to understand this in a more little vivid manner, we understand what are desires. Mostly they are demands of the senses, but Shastra says that demands of the senses can never be fulfilled. The problem starts tagging our desires as positive stress and in the long run become into lust and greed. So I have already explained what is goal of life. I have explained to you. And what does Albert Einstein has to say? If you want to live a happy life, tied to a goal, not to people or things. Now, many people think I want to have retrospective. What are retrospective? What about retrospective things? कुछ भी नहीं हो सकता है. हम लोग अक्सर चीजों के साथ अपने गोल्स को फिक्स कर देते हैं. मेरे दोस्त के पास iPhone 13 आ गया है, मेरे पास क्यों नहीं आया है? मेरे दोस्त के पास BMW गाड़ी है, मेरे पास नहीं है. We are trying to tie our goals of life. Actually, there is not a goal, but we are trying to tie this wrong goal of life to people and things. And that is where the whole problem starts. Let's see the story of some few great celebrities. Today, I can't take all the 4. I don't have that much of time. It's already 12 past. So I'll take the lifestyle of Meena Kumari and Kishore Kumar. How many of you know on the life story of Kishore, Meena Kumari? मीना कुमारी के बारे में क्या जानते हैं आप लोग? जानते हैं कि नहीं कोई लोग मीना कुमारी के बारे में? सुना है कभी? परवीन भाभी? One time actresses. One time she was a heartthrob for millions of people in India. Meena Kumari was also a tragedy queen. And then what happened? She died in the hospital without a single person besides her. The best part of her life was she has acted with the topmost heroes, and the heroes used to shiver in front of her. That powerful that actress was. But at the time of death, there was nobody with her. In fact, there was nobody to cremate her body. Finally, she didn't have money also, though she married one of the topmost film producers, Kamal Amrohi. And finally, she had to be buried by one of the producer who was owing some money to her. He gave them that money and they buried her. Silk Smita, supposed to be another hot actress from South. She was supposed to be so hot that if she would bite an apple, that apple would be sold for lakhs just because she has bitten the apple. And when she committed suicide in her mid-20s, nobody was there to claim her body. Kishore Kumar. I think sadly there's nobody in this world who doesn't know Kishore Kumar, very old retro singing. He used to write outside his board, outside his house, beware of Kishore Kumar. Not beware of dogs. We write beware of dogs. He used to write beware of Kishore Kumar. And why he used to write that? I mean, how great his singing talent was, I don't have to tell you all. But finally, when he used to write this word, beware of Kishore Kumar, if anybody would go inside his house, he would behave like a madman. Sometimes he would move around naked in front of that person. So all these people wanted to be successful in life, and they were very, very successful, but they were never happy. They were, in fact, the most saddest people in town. So I do not waste much time, but these are the people who achieved success. Nafisa Joseph, all must be knowing, is one of the Miss in Miss Universe. She not Miss India. She got a title, and then finally she committed suicide. अगर ये सब पाके मरना ही है, तो फिर what's the big deal? And the best part is there is no medical solution for stress. But yes, if you look forward to the scriptures, it will give you relief. So first, my question is Hinduism a ritualism? How many people can answer this? Come on. Is ritualism is Hinduism a ritualism?
Hinduism not a ritualism, sir. Hinduism actually basically that people who lives the Hind Sagara and between that people are called a Hindu. And whatever they followed it, they are called the Hinduism.
Okay, fine. Second, okay, I want this youngsters to answer. Okay, Abhishek, Heer, Mudit. Come on, back up. I don't want you all to be. It's not the one-sided story. Okay, Abhishek, speak.
Hinduism is a way of life for me.
Yeah, it's a way of life. Okay.
It is based on science mostly, so we don't know the whole side of it. So it is not ritualism as per me.
Okay. Here, what is your ideology on this? I want the youth. She's in the youth segment, so I want to understand what does the youth think about it. Here, are you there? Have you gone to sleep?
No, Prabhuji. I'm here.
Yeah, tell me.
I would be honest and tell you that I do not know what to say here.
Good. At least I appreciate, some people speak something nonsense because they have been asked for. Yeah, true fact. I'm telling you, I've been meeting so many people. Many people just speak something, just to make sure that they're in front of the crowd. They don't want to make I've cut a sorry figure. But, actually one who accepts the truth, he becomes more elated in front of the crowd. And that's a fact. Yes, Mudit, what do you like to add to that? Yes, Mudit. I can't hear you. आवाज आ रही है बट मेरे कान तक नहीं आ रही. म्यूट करके अनम्यूट करके देखो. Unmute yourself. No, I can't hear you.
Some issue, Prabhuji.
Now you got your voice.
Okay,
Yeah.
Prabhuji is a set of rules by which you're supposed to lead your life.
Okay, but why? How the rule comes? How the rules come into picture? It's the most interesting part of the lecture. Huh? This is right now we are in the most interesting part of the lecture.
It's basically laid down in the Shastras. So Hinduism is basically you're following Shastras, which is written and passed on to us by God. Shastras come from God, and He's set a way of life.
But how do we understand those things?
Prabhuji, you're there now.
That's a nice answer. Putting the ball back in my court, but let's understand it in a more systematic manner. This is an experiment which was conducted by the scientist of US, and it is officially there in Google also. You can Google it out also. Experiment was done wherein a small room was made with 5 monkeys inside the room and a ladder kept, and on the top of the ladder was kept some bananas, and all these monkeys were hungry, mind you. So the minute the monkeys were left inside the room, they all ran up the staircase to take up the banana. And what happened? The staircase was made in such a way that the minute they would come near, there would be a spray of hot water. Hot water would spray on them and the monkeys would run away. So they realized the minute you go near, hot water is sprayed on you. So after a couple of days, 2 monkeys were removed and 2 new monkeys were put inside. 2 new in the sense who had not experienced the hot water. So the 3 monkeys, old monkeys, knew if we go near the staircase, we get a spray of hot water. But the 2 new monkeys did not know. So they went inside and they tried to climb the staircase. And this time, hot water sprayed on them. So the system was such, the hot water sprays on everyone, not just the new monkeys. The old monkeys also get a spray of hot water. So these old monkeys got jittered. You fools, you are going and hamare upar garam pani ka spray aa raha hai. So they caught hold of those 2 monkeys and they thrashed them. So the new monkeys had 2 experiences, hot water spray and some thrashing also. After a couple of days, again, 3 old monkeys were, out of the 3, 2 new monkeys were taken and 2 old monkeys were taken, 2 new monkeys were put in. So this type of experiment was going on. Every time they used to take put 2 new monkeys and take out 2 old monkeys. So the rotation was going on. In the end, all the monkeys, 5 monkeys who were left in the cage, they could see the banana, but they knew very well, whoever goes near the staircase, near the ladder, gets a beating. None of them had actually experienced the hot water spray, but they knew for sure, if any one of us is seen going near the ladder, we have to catch that fellow and give him a nice beating. Isn't our rituals which we are doing in our house, our day-to-day life, is it not like this? If I ask someone, आप भगवान के सामने दिया क्यों जलाते हो? कितने लोगों के पास जवाब है इस चीज का? Most of you will say, "Bas, I don't know. My grandfather was doing, my father was doing, I am doing. That's it. Why I am doing, I don't know." Am I right or am I wrong? And this is the problem. We are into ritualistic activities without knowing the science behind it. We are like those monkeys who never knew that if you go near the ladder, you'll get hot water spray. They only knew one thing: if someone goes near the hot water, near the ladder, we should beat that monkey up. That is why we parents are not able to answer the questions what our children are asking. Just to add up to this, I'd like to show you a small video clipping which will give you a better understanding of how things have deviated with time. How वक्त के साथ हम लोग बदल गए हैं. Please watch this video, very important video. So what you're seeing over here is what has happened with us also. It started with something, but in due course of time, with ignorance and not taking proper knowledge, slowly deviation started. For example, Ganesh Chaturthi started with something else, and where it has reached to, I don't have to tell you all. What is the situation? We don't, you can understand that. There was no mention of Shastric religious rituals and prayers to Sai Baba. Today, where is Sai Baba standing in our Hindu culture? Everything is messed up. And the same way, it has come down the line. Systematically, we have become fools. just because we wanted to just copy what the other person was trying to say rather than doing it or understanding it. Why were you doing this sign? What was the purpose? When you ape someone, this is what happens. How it started, as if it was someone who was supposed to drive a scooter. And where did it land? Everyone added little bit of his unwanted knowledge or his mental concoction. And how did it land up in the end? That is why today our entire Hindu culture, the entire ritualistic culture is in a total mess. If I ask all of you, शनिवार को आप जाते हो हनुमान जी के मंदिर में तेल चढ़ाने? हाँ जाते हैं. क्यों? पता नहीं. क्यों करते हैं? पता नहीं. Why we are doing all these type of activities, we don't know. We are supposed to meditate. On whom we are supposed to meditate? Why we have to meditate? What for we have to meditate? Pata nahi. What is the purpose of meditation? Pata nahi. And that is why on our ignorance, others capitalize themselves. What are they doing? पैसा बना रहे. Meditation का भी पैसा लेके पैसा बना रहे. And why is it? Why are we getting fooled? Because we were ignorant from the day one. Someone wants to speak? Okay, Shivani Mataji, please mute yourself. Shivani Mataji, please mute yourself. Yeah. So it was sheer because of our ignorance and not looking into the understanding the thing. We never questioned into so many things which our parents are doing, and then we started giving it a tag. Ritualistic है, चल रहा है, जमाने से चला आ रहा है. मेरे दादाजी कर रहे हैं, पिताजी कर रहे थे, दादाजी के दादाजी कर रहे थे, मैं भी वही कर रहा हूँ. एंड इसमें अपना मसाला ऐड करते 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 एक तो पहले चीज वो डिविएट हो चुका है, and you are further deviating it by adding your own masalas. So please understand that this is not the way, or this is the reason why today our culture has gone for a toss. Why our thing has gone for a toss. We never try to understand our problems. We say we got problem. Everyone will say I got problem. I got problem. Is there any? I hope there is no one who's saying I don't have any problems. अगर कोई है तो बोलो मैं उसके पैर पकड़ने को तैयार हूँ. Everyone has got problems. Style अलग है. But we are busy with some foolish problems. Someone has a problem with his car, there is a mechanic who's a solution for it. If there is someone who is having a problem in studying, okay, there are tuition teachers available or there are tuition classes available. For if there is cold weather, there is hot water to a solution to that. Why are we trying to solve the real problems of our life? And what are the real problems of our life? What are the characteristics of it? Common to all. Nobody wants it and everybody gets it. What is it common to all? From a beggar to a rich man to a poor man, from a black to a white, everyone gets it. From a male to a female, everyone gets it. Nobody wants it, but everyone has to get it. And they are birth, death, old age, and disease. Can anyone save yourself from death? Can anyone save from old age? Can anyone save himself from disease? That's why we are all, somewhere or other hiding this sitting so that Corona doesn't catch us. And finally, Bhagavad Gita clearly says, we are just souls. We are just definitely going to take birth again. So there's, who are we? We are all souls. And soul transmigrates from birth to death. But the story is not over. It takes birth again. To understand the presence of soul, very simple. Car and a car driver. The car is compared to our body and the driver is compared to the soul. As long as the driver is there inside the car moves. When that driver comes out, the car cannot move. Similarly, as long as the soul is there inside the body, the person is alive. The minute the soul leaves, the body is dead. But the requirements of the body and the soul are different. For the car, the requirement may be petrol or diesel. And for the driver, it's roti sabji. You cannot give him 2 liters of diesel to drink just because you're giving 2 liters of diesel to the car. So you have to understand that focus on the driver's requirement is different and the car's requirement are different. Similarly, the requirement for the body is different and requirement for the soul is different. 2 different requirements are there, and that is where our problem starts. So Shastra gives 4 aims for our life: Kama, Dharma, Artha and Moksha. Generally we say it as Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, but we are busy in the first 3. थोड़ा बहुत धर्म कर लेते हैं, थोड़ा हम कर्तव्य कर लेते हैं, थोड़ा चैरिटी कर लेंगे, थोड़ा दान पुण्य कर लेंगे, एंड अर्थ पैसा तो कमाना है, तो उसके लिए है भगवान हनुमान जी मेरा धंधा बढ़ा दो, 2-4 बंगले और बढ़ा दो, बस. और काम also, desire also, we are unlimited, but no one thinks about the 4th possibility, which is liberation. So how many of you understood up to this point, understood the what do you say, the lecture? I mean, अभी तक कुछ clear है या अभी भी कुछ clear नहीं है? मालूम पड़ा one side I am going on taking, but nothing is going in your mind. ऐसा भी नहीं होना चाहिए.
Sir, still I am in doubt of Hinduism, sir.
Please repeat your question, sir.
The clarity, I am not getting the clarity of Hinduism. What exactly the Hinduism is?
What is Hinduism?
Right, sir.
We have not yet discussed on the topic of what is Hinduism. We are just trying to discriminate. You see, right now we are starting from scratch, from basic, 0. So it's not, if you ask a small KG child, what is A plus B the whole square? A child cannot answer because Abhi is learning 1 plus 1 is 2. You're getting the point? Just
Right.
learning first basic of maths. There is nothing called Hinduism. There is only Sanatan Dharma. Sanatan Dharma means a dharma which was there from time immemorial. Sanatan means forever. और उसमें से सनातन धर्म में जितने भी धर्म निकले हैं उस सनातन धर्म से निकले हैं. All an offshoot of Sanatan Dharma. Someone may say, how come you can say Christianity is a part of Sanatan Dharma? Watch the movie, which is there. It's a film division movie, which is there on YouTube. You all can watch when you get time. Jesus Tomb in Kashmir. If you get time, watch this movie. This shows how Christianity is a part of Hinduism. It clearly shows that. It talks about the missing years of Jesus at the time when he was missing from his birth to going back to Jerusalem. Where was he? There's no nowhere any mention, even the Bible, for those many years. And then when he was crucified, he did not die. And technically it is proved, well, when a person is crucified, when 2 nails are pushed through your hands, there is no necessity that you will die. And when that is why they call this as resurrection. He was put inside the tomb. From the tomb, he came out with the help of his disciples, and he and his mother came towards India for learning Sanatan Dharma. Because he had learned Sanatan Dharma, and that's what he wanted to preach over there. And on the way, middle way, in Kandahar, in near Afghanistan, his mother died. And tomb of Mother Mary is there in Kandahar. And then he reached to Kashmir. And then he died in Kashmir. His tomb is there in Kashmir. That's why the name of the movie itself is Jesus Tomb in Kashmir. So that's why, I mean, ये चीज आप जोश से नहीं सीख पाओगे, होश से सीख पाओगे, वक्त के साथ सीख पाओगे. It's a very in-depth understanding you get when you will understand the Shastra from the basic, from the bottom line. Then you will understand that. Okay, it's already 12:30. Jigar Prabhu, we can close the recording, and anybody has got any doubts, questions, can ask me. How many of you had really